live from Decatur Central High School. It is Indiana High School boys basketball as the Decatur Central High School Hawks are set to take on the Perry Meridian High School Falcons. Decatur Central enters the night winless on the season, losing to both Southport and Mooresville thus far. It will be a struggle here tonight to get themselves in the win column as Perry Meridian has gotten themselves off to a very impressive start. They enter the night 5-0 with some very quality wins against very quality opponents, including Roncalli and Franklin Central. So it's not going to be an easy challenge for Decatur if they want to try and get into the win column tonight. Good evening, I'm JP Sinclair, and this is the AudioSportsOnline.net coverage of Decatur Central High School boys basketball. When these two schools met on the gridiron during the fall football season, Perry Meridian came away with a very, very weird victory, something you don't see typically in Indiana high school athletic sports. It was an 83-78 victory on the football field, and no, I'm not misreading that. They scored 83-78 between these two schools, and shockingly, I'd be very surprised if either team scored that many baskets tonight on the hardwood, as Decatur's only averaging close to 54 points per game. 3 Hawks were on the gridiron on that historic offensive night last fall. Quarterback Tommy Stevens, offensive lineman Lucas McNeil, and cornerback TJ Helm. Let's go take a look at the keys for tonight's game. For the Decatur Central Hawks, you got to find some running mates. C.B. Bennett is the leading scorer on this Hawks team at 15 points per game. And the question is, can young up-and-comer Antoine Devine be that player? He is only a sophomore, but he's averaging close to 11 points per game and could be set for a breakout season. So he'll definitely be a player to watch, not just tonight, but as we continue to go on through this young season. And the other thing is to gang the boards. This team is only averaging 14 rebounds per game with no player grabbing more than 3 a game for Decatur. What they need to do is crash the boards and clean the glass as a team while boxing out to control the tempo in this one. And the guards are going to have to help. When you're only grabbing 14 boards per game, it's not going to go very far for you. Let's go and take a look at the starters for tonight's matchup. We'll start with Perry Meridian High School. They'll be led in the backcourt by senior guard Anthony Hardy, a 5'11", 175 player. And then also joining him in that backcourt is going to be Curtis Green Jr. He's a senior as well, 6', 160 guard. And in the front court for this Falcons team is Dylan Windler. He's a 6'6 junior and totals 170 pounds. Also joining him down in the low block is going to be Colin Timmons. He's also a senior, a 6'5", 205 forward. And the big man downside will be Devin Parrish, a 6'2", 185 forward. No, not really any true centers, really just front court players. As you look at it, Dylan Windler's their tallest player at 6'6". So, and also Colin Timmons is the biggest player as far as weight goes at 205. So it'll be interesting seeing how they play the low block, but not necessarily a true center on this Perry Meridian team. Go and take a look at the Decatur Central Hawks starters. Because like we talked about, some familiar names, including TJ Helm and Tommy Stevens. The starters for this Decatur Central Hawks team will be Adam Pareda. He is 6'1", guard. He's a junior on the year. TJ Helm will also be playing in the backcourt. He's a 5'10" senior forward / guard. And then Antoine Devine is a 6-foot guard as well. He's the one we talked about. He's the second highest scoring on this Hawks team. We'll see what he can bring to the table this season. And then C.B. Bennett's the big name that's putting up the most points at 15-point clips per game thus far for Decatur. He's a 6'1" junior guard, and then the other man down low is going to be quarterback, or should I say center, Tommy Stevens, 6'4", and he is a junior as well. So it'll be interesting because, once again, the tallest player on the Hawks team is going to be Lucas McNeil, but he comes off the bench. He's 6'7", and he will be a load to watch, as he was when he's an offensive lineman protecting Tommy Stevens during the football season. As we get set for tonight's matchup, as I've said, just want to reiterate, that football game, that 83-78 victory was something that was very interesting to see. But we're going to take a quick step away and for the national anthem, and when we come back, we'll get set for this matchup. You're listening to AudioSportsOnline.com coverage of Decatur Central basketball.
We would hope this would be reflected towards the competitors, officials, coaches, game management, and other spectators. Welcome to DCHS, where sportsmanship is an expectation. So let the players play, the coaches coach, the officials officiate, and fans and spectators be positive. Keeping in that spirit of sportsmanship, fans, we ask that you rise, remove your caps, remain silent, or sing along for the playing of our national anthem by the DCA Pet Band under the direction of Mr. Tim Cox. Again, welcome to Decatur Central High School for this matchup featuring the visiting Perry Meridian Falcons and your Decatur Central Hawks. First rate, the starting lineup for the visiting Falcons. Starting a 5'11" senior, number 11, Anthony Hardy. Starting a 6' senior, number 22, Curtis Green. Starting a 6'6" junior, number 23, Dylan Winkler. Starting a 6'5" senior, number 25, Colin Timmons. Starting a 6'2" junior, number 35, Devin Parrish. And now the starting lineup for your Decatur Central Hawks. Starting as a 6'1" junior, number 10, Adam.
Welcome back to AudioSportsOnline.net's coverage of Decatur Central High School basketball as the starters are being read. We've already went over the starters thus far for both teams. Let's go and take a look at the coaching matchup. Decatur is coached by Joe Prada. He's in his second year coaching the Hawks, and then Perry Meridian is being coached by Brent Keck.
And starting a 6'4" junior, number 23.
This is Decatur's first home game of the season. They've had two road losses, as we talked about, against Southport and Mooresville, trying to get their first win of the season tonight here at the Hawks Nest at Decatur Central High School.
Michael Gordon and Michael Nicholson.
Should be interesting as we get set for the start. And the opening tip. Said the interesting thing for the Hawks is going to be their lack of size, especially if Lucas McNeil is not starting. TJ Helm out there to tip it with Dylan Windler. Windler has the height advantage and wins the tip easily. It's controlled to Timmons, who quickly hands off to Hardy. Hardy will bring it up. Looks over near side for Green Jr., and it's stolen away by Tommy Stevens. Tommy Stevens in the open court, puts up the layup, misses it. Fight rebound is fought for and controlled down low by Perry Meridian. Or is it? Because it's still on the floor, and it will be actually a traveling call down low on Hardy, who was unable to get control of it. Tommy Stevens had a good look at the basket, just was not able to get it to go. Inbound is controlled. Prada has it. Kicks it over rainbow style to the near side to Bennett. He'll quickly hand off to Devine. Devine controls at the top of the key, rotates it over in the corner. Looking inside and unable to corral it in is Prada, and Perry Meridian will come back the other way. Hardy finds in the open court for the three-pointer that's up and in. That's Curtis Green Jr. And Perry Meridian draws first blood, 3-0. Back the other way, it was Devine looking for Tommy Stevens down low, wasn't able to find him quickly. Green back the other way, puts it up, can't get the layup. Rebound is fought for and controlled down low by Bennett, who lost the handle, and Perry Meridian recovers and will reset it out to Hardy to reset the offense. Now over right side to Green Jr., now up top to Windler. Rotates it over far side for Hardy. Back over right side for Windler, now in the corner for Green. Back up top Windler, back over to Green. Green looks over in the corner, back to Green, now up top to Parrish. He rotates it over left side for Windler, now up top. It's controlled by Hardy. He controls it top of the key, brings it over far side. He's guarded very closely by Devine, looks inside, and he'll throw it away. Bennett controls back the other way for the Hawks, and he'll reset the offense. 3-0 lead here early for Perry Meridian. He rotates over right side for Prada. Not a lot of movement from the Decatur Central offense, neither off the ball or on the ball. Prada controls right side. Looking inside for Tommy Stevens. Kicks it over. Now rotating in the corner where Bennett traveled with it. So it'll be a turnover and go back. Possession will go back to Perry Meridian. Hardy controls it for Perry Meridian back the other way where he hands it off to Green at the top of the key. Green will bring it over near side and look to drive into the back basket. and instead thinks and kicks it back out. And on a quick handoff, Green gets it from Colin Timmons and puts it up for another 3. That's his second of the night. Prada has it, crosses the timeline, looks over near side for Bennett. Back over to Prada. Prada now tried to kick it into the corner where nobody was. And it'll be a turnover on Prada. Hardy crosses the timeline, brings it far side. Looks into the paint and can't find anything, so he finds Windler at the top of the key instead. Now Green controls it right side, back up top to Windler. Windler looks inside, down low, back up top Green, thought about the 3. Now rotates it over right side for Windler. And it's stolen away by Tommy Stevens. Tommy Stevens in the open court, and this time will get it to go off glass.
Tommy Stevens.
Full court pressure being applied now by Decatur Central. And being whistled for the foul is Bennett off that pressure. That's his first, team's first, for reaching in.
His first, team's first.
Green will inbound to Parrish. It's picked up in the backcourt. Evades the pressure, finds Green near side. Green drives baseline, puts it up off glass and in. So thus far, the Hawks have not had an answer for Green Jr. Prada has it and gets it back as the Hawks work it across the timeline. Into the paint it goes, and up and in off the finger roll for TJ Helm. 8-4 lead now for Perry Meridian. Back the other way we go. Windler looks inside, kicks it back out. Windler, long 3, up, no good off the front iron. And it's rebounded by Perry Meridian. Parrish gets it and traveled with it. That was a very long 3 try by Windler. Prada will control for Decatur Central. Now Bennett has it. Pressure comes, gets it out to Devine. Devine now into the paint. Puts up the runner, no good. Rebound down low by Perry Meridian. He throws it up for Parrish. Parrish now in the open court. 3-on-3. Defense gets back, and Danny Green Jr. decides to reset. He'll put up the 3, no good off front iron. Rebound TJ Helm. Helm back the other way in the paint. Throws up the layup, and Green will be whistled for the block. Perry Meridian faithful did not like the call. Falcons wearing their dark blue uniforms. Decatur Central in their home whites.
His first, team's first.
That's Green Jr.'s first.
15, and TJ Helm.
Team's first. Helm thus far on the year. Misses that one. He is 2 of 4 at the line. Make that 3 of 5 now. Helm back at the line for his second attempt. And gets that one to rattle in. Hardy has it. Guarded closely in the backcourt by Devine. Fades the pressure, crosses the timeline, and carried it. 8-5 lead in favor of the Falcons. Prada inbounds the Bennett, and he'll work it across the timeline. Bennett back the other way. Pressure comes, finds Devine, cross court. Now TJ Helm, baseline, kicks it back out. 3 up and on its way, no good. Rebound fought for by Tommy Stevens, but he'll be whistled for going over the top. That's his first, team's second.
His first, team's second.
And the inbound is stolen away by Bennett. Bennett back to Devine. Devine three-pointer corner, too short. Rebound is controlled by Green. Green will work it back the other way for the Falcons. Crosses the timeline and finds Hardy. Hardy back up top to Green, uses the screen to go left side. He'll kick it over to North, who just checked in. And it's stolen away by TJ Helm, and he crossed the baseline, or checked out the sideline. And so possession will go back to Perry Meridian, and head coach Prada wants a quick timeout. 8-5 lead here early for Decatur Central. 2:52 left to go in the first quarter. Thus far, neither team really has that much of an advantage. The only advantage thus far has really been Green, Curtis Green Jr. for Perry Meridian, who has thus far played lights out, hit 2 threes early for Perry Meridian. Decatur went to a full court to try and slow the Falcons down, and thus far it has worked. It'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments they make defensively to try and slow Green down even more, because thus far he's the only Perry Meridian player to tally a point.
Decatur Central High School school records in the 500 and the 200, beating his previous best by 7 seconds. He was also a first place and fourth place finisher in those 2 events. Congratulations, Aqua Hawks.
North will inbound. He'll find Green in the backcourt. He'll cross the timeline, go far side, and a whistle off the ball will be on Shantane North. That's his first, team second. So Gaius McNeil will check in. We talked about he's an offensive lineman for the Decatur Central Hawks, at least on the football team. He is a low, 6'7", and a good 250. Bennett back the other way, almost stolen away, but now going into the paint and throwing up the miss is Devine, and rebounds controlled and pushed up by Hardy. Hardy now tries to go all the way, gets it off glass, can't get it to roll in, but will draw the foul. Foul is on Adam Prada. That's his first, team's third. So Hardy will go to the line and try to be the second player to score a point thus far for the Falcons. And that one is up and in. Hardy tries to make it a 5-point game, and does. Inbounds goes to Devine, and he throws a rainbow pass to Bennett. Bennett back over rainbow to Devine, now up top to Prada. Prada down low into Lucas, who had it poked away. Hardy controls. Hardy with the numbers, tries a behind the back pass, can't get it, kicks it out, kicking out in the corner for Green. Green with the runner, no good. Rebound with Gaius McNeil. Prada controls and will find Bennett. Bennett into the paint, finds TJ Helm baseline, and he floats it up and in. That's Helm's second bucket of the night. Hardy brings it back the other way, almost getting a hand on it, and actually poking it away was Devine, and Bennett will control it back the other way for the Hawks. Looks over near side for Prada, now corner for TJ Helm. He drives baseline and steps out of bounds. So possession will go back to Perry Meridian. Justin Bowman checks into the game for Perry Meridian to give Green his first rest. North brings it back the other way for Perry Meridian. Looks over right side to Bowman. Bowman into the paint. And Timmons will back down. He kicks it back out. Now North controls, rotating around to Hardy. Hardy, three-pointer on its way, and gets it.
Anthony Hardy for 3.
Thus far, 3 of the 4 made baskets by Perry Meridian have come off of 3 as they lead 13-7. Prada controls it, top of the key, looks to drive in, kicks it out. Devine, 3 on its way and in. And stolen away. TJ Helm gets it back from Devine, who gets it up and in. TJ Helm with his third bucket of the game. Hawks close within 1. Back the other way comes Bowen. He finds Parrish. A little shovel pass. It's stolen away from Timmons. And Bennett will control. Bennett will push it up the floor and will slow it down. Gets it up to Prada. Prada now in the paint. Finds Lucas McNeil on the drop-off, and he gets hammered going up for it. And that'll result in free throws. Thus far on the year, McNeil is 2 of 4 at the free throw line. Foul is on Colin Timmons. That's his first, team's third. We talked about McNeil, 2 of 4 already on the season at the free throw stripe. And gets that one to go.
Coming in for Decatur Central is number 33, Lamont Hawthorne.
Lamont Hawthorne checks in to give Bennett a break. McNeil tied up and tries to take the lead and does after that free throw. 34 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Hardy controls it as Decatur dribbling out the clock is Hardy. He's guarded very closely, and Devine actually backs away, so he's not that close after all. 10 seconds now. They get over to Green, back up top to Hardy. Hardy takes a look at the clock, into the lane, throws up the floater, no good. Rebound controlled and flung up by Preda, but that will not be close. So 14-13, Hawks on top after one. So very spirited effort by the Hawks to get back into that. They survive three three-pointers from Perry Meridian. Green Jr. had two. Hardy had one. So, and it was also very nice to see them get it inside to McNeil, because I really don't think Perry Meridian has anybody that can guard him. But the problem is if Lucas can actually control down low and get it up and in. On the floor for Perry Meridian, Green Jr., Parrish, Hardy, North, and I can't see who the other player is. I think it's Windler. Could be wrong. And I am, because it's Bowman. So those are the five on the floor for Perry Meridian. To start the second quarter for Decatur, they have McNeil, Preda, Hawthorne, Helm, and Bennett. Preda to inbound, gets it into Bennett. He'll cross the timeline and set up the offense. Back over to Preda. Preda guarded closely by Bowman. Rotates into the corner, back up to the far side for Preda. Preda looking for Helm. Helm on the alley-oop, can't get it to go, follows it up, still can't get it. Fighting down there is TJ Helm, and he fell down on the attempt. Back the other way comes Green. Green in the corner for North. North three, up and in. It was a good look by Helm, just couldn't finish the play. Back the other way, Hawthorne, back up top, Bennett rotating around to Preda. Preda down low into McNeil. Defense comes and collapses, and are they going to whistle a foul or a jump ball? And it looks like they are going to call a foul. Foul is on a little bit of confusion on who they are calling the foul on. The ref said 42 white, but that would be Decatur Central. That's actually going to be on Green Jr. That's his second, team's fourth. A little bit of confusion there from the refs, but Decatur will get it on the inbound. Devine will be tripped up down low by North. So foul will be on North. That's his second. So two Perry Meridian players now with two fouls apiece. Preda on the inbound, looks for TJ Helm. Ball is volleyballed up, controlled by North. North trying to go all the way, kicks it out for Hardy, who kicks it cross court for Green. Defense comes back. TJ Helm right there. Green driving into the lane, almost loses the handle, and being whistled for the reach-in is going to be TJ Helm, who once again hits the deck. TJ Helm thus far has been everywhere. I think he's hit the floor about 5 times thus far. Tommy Stevens checks in to give TJ Helm a break. 16-14 lead in favor of Perry Meridian. On the inbounds goes to Green, who very quickly touch passes it over to Hardy for three.
Anthony Hardy for three.
5 of the 6 made field goals from Perry Meridian have all been threes. Hawthorne back the other way, almost had it stolen away. And it's actually Coach Keck for Perry Meridian who tapped it out last, but it was actually knocked out by Perry Meridian before that. Bennett controls, finds Prada near side. Kicks it back over top of the key to Bennett. Bennett rotates it over right side for Tommy Stevens, back up top to Bennett. Now Tommy Stevens looks in the corner for Prada. Trying to find him down low is Lucius McNeil, but it's stolen away by Green. And Green will be whistled for the push in the back.
Some of the game is number 20 and on the line for Decatur Central.
I thought they were going to call a foul on McNeil, but they're actually going to say that was out of bounds. Last touch by Perry Meridian, so Decatur gets possession back. And the faithful Perry Meridian do not like the call. Bennett controls back over to the other side on the rainbow pass as Bennett and Devine just play a little bit of monkey in the middle. Devine now drives into the paint, and it's going to be rebounded by Bennett. Bennett from the free throw line extended. Can't get it to go. McNeil on the rebound, put back good. 19-16, 6 minutes left to go in the second quarter. North, three-pointer, corner, up and in. The Falcons are soaring from beyond the arc as they have just been lighting up it from the three as Green gets his hand on that one, but Hawthorne recovers it for Decatur Central. Devine now controls and kicks it over to Bennett near side. He finds Tommy Stevens, fakes the head fake into the paint baseline, and he'll step out of bounds, so possession will go back to Perry Meridian. Bowman checks out. In place comes Windler, or check that. That's Timmons. Hardy will bring it back the other way for Perry Meridian. Looks over right side for North. North back up top to Parrish. Now they rotate it around to Windman. Three on the handoff, no good from Hardy. Rebound Tommy Stevens down low. And Bennett will control it back the other way for Decatur Central. Looks over near side for Tommy Stevens. Corner Hawthorne back up top. Now down low, Lucius McNeil into the paint. And finally the kick out finds its way to Devine. He can't get it to go. And being whistled for the over-the-top foul is going to be on Bennett.
Foul called on number 22.
That's his second, team's fifth.
Team's fifth. Coming in is number 23, Dylan Wickler. And coming in for Decatur Central is number 10, Adam Prada.
Hardy brings it back the other way for Perry Meridian, who find themselves up 22-16. Uses a screen to go left side from Timmons. Loses the dribble, finds Green. Green spots up, three-pointer on the way, no good. And should be a foul going over the top on Windler. That's his first, team six. TJ Helm will TJ Helm will come in place of Hawthorne. So on the floor, Tommy Stevens, McNeil, Helm, Bennett, or check that, Devine, and Prada. Prada back to Devine. Monkey in the middle once again. This time finds it at right corner. Tommy Stevens back up top to Devine, rotating over. Long Prada three, up and in. Long three from another area code, but didn't matter to Prada, who got it up and in. North controls far side for Perry Meridian. North will hand off to Timmons. Gets it back to North. Now over far side. North controls once again up top. Three-pointer on its way. Nice screen, too strong. Lucius McNeil grabs the rebound and controls for Decatur Central. He'll hand off to Prada. Back the other way. Quick pass goes in to Tommy Stevens. Quickly hands it up to TJ Helm. He can't get it to go. And Green controls the long rebound for Perry Meridian. Green goes in the paint. Foul is going to be on Tommy Stevens. That's his second, team six. It's a shooting foul, so Green goes to the line. He has not been there tonight. Gets that one to go. 6 of the 7 field goals thus far from Perry Meridian have all been threes, but the Hawks are not that far behind. Trying to make it a 5-point game. Green does. 24-19, 3:52 left to go before the second. Devine controls, back over to Prada. Back over to Devine. Double team comes, gets it up to the top of the key, back over to Prada. Prada tries to find McNeil down low. It'll be out of bounds, last touch by Perry Meridian. Prada inbounds, Tommy Stevens, head fakes the three, kicks it back to Prada, fake the corner three, drives baseline, kicks it out, Devine, three from the left side, too short. TJ Helm with the rebound, tips it over to Lukias, now gets it over to Prada, who goes up strong and will be fouled. Great ball movement that time, especially from the interior by Decatur Central, particularly between McNeil and TJ Helm. Prada on the year. Is 2-2. Gets that one to go. 4-point game. Prada will try and make it a one-possession game. And he gets that one to go. Prada now with 5 points. Bowman will bring it back the other way for Perry Meridian. Gets it to Hardy. Bowman gets it back. Finds Lukias McNeil on the drive. And it'll be out of bounds. Last touch, Perry Meridian. Decatur can tie it with a three here. 3:19 left to go in the second quarter. Devine brings it back the other way. Finds Tommy Stevens. Down low into Lukias McNeil. He goes up strong with it and gets it to go. He's got 6 on the night thus far. Back the other way comes Perry Meridian. And they throw it away. McNeil controls. Prada on the ball, on the floor now. It's Tommy Stevens, gets it to Prada. Back the other way, TJ Helm spinning into the lane. Can't get it to go. Devine gets the rebound and tries to throw it back up and in.
Foul called on number 35, Kevin Parrish. His first.
They call the foul on Parrish. That's his first.
At the line shooting is number 20, Antoine Devine.
And the ref gives head coach Brent Kick a warning, as it is also a flagrant foul. Parrish misses the first one. Or check that. That's not Parrish. That's Devine. Gets the second one to go. Tied ball game, 24-all, 2:48 left to go in the second. Decatur keeps possession. Devine gets it into the corner for Prada. Now up top, Helm. They rotate around. Tommy Stevens, three-pointer up and too strong. Rebounds controlled by Perry Meridian. And they almost throw it away, and they do.
Subbing in for Perry Meridian, number 3, Calder Kevin. Coming in for Decatur Central is number 33.
Hawthorne checks in to give Tommy Stevens a rest. And that, and also Tommy Stevens has 2 fouls. Don't want to pick up his third before the half. Prada controls. And he'll hand off top of the key to Devine to reset the offense. TJ Helm, far side. Back up top to Devine. And it's stolen away down low from Perry Meridian. Back the other way comes Green. Gets that one to go up and in off glass. Very quickly back the other way. Hawthorne comes for Decatur, and he gets that one to go. So it's still a 26-all game. Green controls, top of the key, picked up by TJ Helm. Rotates over to Hardy, back up top to Green. Now Hardy has it. Back over to Green in the corner. Green thought about the three. Gets it back up top to Hardy. Hardy rotates it around to Bowman, left side. Bowman uses the screen to put up a three. It's airballed. Hawthorne controls from the rebound. Hawthorne into the lane. Kicks it over to Devine. Nice pass up and in for Devine. And a technical has been called on head coach Brent Keck. The Perry Meridian faithful does not like it behind me. They might have had an argument that time on the 3. Prada will go to the line and hit the technical. With the chance to increase the lead to 4 if he makes the second.
Second violation counts as a team foul, so Perry Meridian now has 9 fouls. Let's go!
Also counts as a team foul, so they have 9. Divine controls. Finds TJ Helm near side, back up top to Prater. Prada, top of the key. He drives into the lane, throws it up for McNeil. McNeil puts it up off glass. They're going to wave it off and say he walked. Hardy brings it back the other way. He'll hand off to Demeter, who sees his first action of the night. Back over to Green. Now Hardy. Now right back to Green. Green controls. Back up top. Demeter. And finally, they'll put up a 3. Left corner, up and in from Hardy. 30-29 lead in favor of the Hawks. 35 seconds left to remain. I would imagine Decatur will play for the last shot. Prada has it. Back over to Divine. And they get set to run the play. Divine controls. TJ Helm back over to Prada. Prada finds Divine. Long 3, top of the key, no good. TJ Helm skying high for the rebound, no good. TJ Helm with the half-court shot, gets it to go! So Perry Meridian will take a 2-point lead into the half after a nice half-court 3 that was thrown up by Curtis Green. We'll take a quick timeout and tally the first half statistics. You're listening to Decatur Central High School basketball on AudioSportsOnline.net.
Fans, if you would turn your attention to the center court for our Code Blue dance team. Have a round of applause for our Code Blue dance team. Fans, if you would keep your attention turned to center court as we have members of our ugly sweater contest moving their way down to center court. The winner of tonight's ugly sweater contest will receive a Little Caesars pizza. We are going to go by a fan applause for this contest.
A $16 value.
Courtesy of Little Ready Pizza, the winner will receive one of 3 large pizza and 1 free crazy bread. Courtesy of Little Caesars. So fans, of applause, which ugly t-shirt do you think is the ugliest? If your hands above their head, if you think Mr. Williams is standing behind the ugly t-shirt, give a round of applause. All right, number 2. Number 3. Number 4. We got a leader. Number 5. The 6th contestant. Ooh, that sounds close. 7. Number 8. Wow. She's trying to beg for votes. Number 9. Or 10. We have 2 finalists. The sweater in blue, if you would please step forward. We have 2 finalists. We have this lovely lady. What is your name? Shelby. And we have this lovely lady. Our 2 finalists for the Little Caesars Ready 1 free large pizza and 1 free crazy bread. If you would, Ms. McWilliams will stand one of our contestants, number 1. If you think and wow, and behind number 2. Let's try it up. Number 1. Number 2. And our winner is both of them. How about applause for our 2 ugly t-shirt finalists?
Welcome back to the Hawks Nest at Decatur Central High School, where the Decatur Central Hawks trail by 2 to the Perry Meridian Falcons. 32-30 is our score at the half. Let's go and take a look at the first half stats. Let's go ahead and take a look at Perry Meridian's first. Their leading scorer was Curtis Green Jr. He tallied 15 points in the first half, 3 of them off of 3 made 3-pointers. Anthony Hardy chipped in 11 points, all 3 of his field goals coming off of 3-pointers, and Shantae North also had 2 3-pointers in the first half. For Decatur, they had 2 leading scorers, tied for the lead, I should say. Adam Prada had 7 points. He had 1 3 in the first half. TJ Helm chipped in 7 points. 2 players had 6 for the Hawks. Antoine Devine had 6, as well as Lucas McNeil. Tommy Stevens and Lamont Hawthorne each had 2 for the Hawks as well. What is very impressive for Perry Meridian, out of their made field goals thus far, out of their 11 made field goals, 9 of them have come off of 3-pointers. That's really how it's been kept close, as Perry Meridian's been lights out from beyond the arc. And for Decatur Central, coming out of the halftime locker room, you have to do a better job getting your hand up in the shooter's face and trying to run them off of the 3-point line, because that's where they've done most of their damage in the first half. Also of note, coming out of the first, they had 1 flagrant foul on Perry Meridian, and head coach Brent Keck had 1 technical foul. Had a very fun, ugly sweater contest at the half as well. Of course, it is the holiday season. We wish you and yours a safe and happy holiday. We'll take one more time out and get set for the third quarter. You're listening to AudioSportsOnline.net coverage of Decatur Central High School boys basketball. Welcome back to the Hawks Nest at Decatur Central High School, where the Decatur Central Hawks trail by 2 to the Perry Meridian Falcons, 32-30. Talked about it in the pregame, how it would be interesting to see if these two teams could get close to the number set by their football teams at the start of the fall sports season. As when these two met, it was a 83-78 victory for the Perry Meridian Falcons. I don't think the score is going to quite get there from the basketball side of things. It'd be really interesting in the second half to see how C.B. Bennett comes out for the Hawks, because he is thus far scoreless on the night. He is their leading scorer at 14.5 per game. Be interesting to see if he tries to become more aggressive here to start the second half. Lucius McNeil will get the start over Tommy Stevens to start the second. That is the only change from either team.
Starting on the court for the second half, number 11, Anthony Hardy, number 22, Curtis Green, number 14.
North also starts for Perry Meridian. Now Green controls top the key, drives into the paint, throws up the shot. Being whistled for the foul down low is... It'll be on TJ Helm. That's his second. Team's first. Green at the line. He's 2 of 2 on the night. Gets that one to go.
At the line shooting, number 22, Curtis Green.
Green at the line for a second free throw attempt. It is no good. TJ Helm fights for the rebound down low, and it's finally controlled by the Bennett for the Hawks. Hawks runs into the trap, picks up his dribble, will have to hand off to Prada. Actually decides on TJ Helm. TJ Helm puts it on the floor, and he'll be hit on a reach.
Foul called on number 11.
It's on Hardy. His first, team's first as well of the second. Prada will control for the Hawks. Looks over right side for Devine. Devine picked up by North. Devine kicks it back over to Bennett. Bennett rainbows it over to Prada, right corner. Looks inside, can't find anything. Back up top to Devine. Defense closes in as they are in the zone now. Is Perry Meridian. They get it into McNeil, but he can't finish. And it's rebounded down low by Timmons. Back the other way comes Green, skying into the paint. Finds Timmons on a nice feed, and he'll put it up for 2. That's Timmons' first basket of the night. Prada back the other way, got himself hung up in the air, but got it ahead over to Bennett. Back over to Prada now. Now back over to Bennett, far side. Top of the key, Prada. Prada, long three. Doesn't get to go, but Lucius McNeil gets it blocked off of the putback attempt. Gets that one to go and the foul. Foul is going to be on Windler. That's his second, and the basket will count.
Team second at the line shooting.
So McNeil will go back to the free throw line. He is 2 of 2 on the night. On the year, he's 4 of 6. And he gets that one to go. Hardy brings it back the other way for Perry Meridian. Green now controls, looks to drive in, has it blocked away by Bennett. Devine has it on the rebound. Almost lost the handle, but he recovers it. Gets it ahead to Prada. Prada now looks inside for McNeil. Defense collapses, doesn't matter. And he'll be hit. Perry Meridian will have another foul in their hands, as they have not been able to control McNeil down low.
Number 11, Anthony Hardy.
Fouls on Hardy, so he very quickly picks up his second. That's the team's third. He has the chance to make it a tied ball game here. The first free throw no good off the back iron, so that's his first miss on the night at the free throw line. Chance to make it a 1-point game. And that free throw is no good either. Perry Meridian controls the rebound. Hardy has it in the open court, finds Green. And they'll whistle TJ Helm for a foul overplaying there. That's his third, team second. Hawthorne will check in for Helm.
Number 33, Lamont Hawthorne, subbing the game for Decatur Central.
Timmons on the inbound, finds Green. Green will bring it across the timeline where he's picked up by Bennett. Rotates it over for North, now up top to Timmons. Timmons back to North. Looking for Green. Afraid to find him. Overplaying is Hawthorne, but Timmons can't capitalize. Finds North. Free throw line extended, no good. McNeil on the rebound. Finds Devine. Goes behind the back to evade Hardy. Hardy in the open court finds Bennett. Bennett now skying in the paint and gets it to go off glass. 35 all, 5:39 left to go in the third. Hardy back the other way. And North is right there. North almost threw it away on a bad pass to Timmons, but Green will recover and reset the offense for Perry Meridian. Green handoff Hardy, far side. Finds North, now Timmons. Back up top, top of the key North, uses a screen, hands off to Bennett. Bennett will hand off to Timmons, now Hardy. Hardy, once again overplaying with Hawthorne. Green now, North in the left corner. North back up top to Green. Green uses the screen to go left side, and McNeil will get the block. Perry Meridian faithful wanted the foul, and it'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Hawthorne. So Perry Meridian will get the ball right back.
Some of the game for Perry Meridian is number 33, Justin Bowman, and number 35, Devin Parrish.
Parrish checks into the game for Perry Meridian, as well as Bowman. Hardy finds Bowman near side. Bowman drives into the lane. He'll kick it off to Timmons. Timmons now controls. Baseline jumper, no good. McNeil controls the rebound. He'll get it ahead to Prada. Prada finds Bennett. Now Devine, left side. Cross-court pass to Hawthorne. Hawthorne drives into the paint, puts it up, can't get it to go. Rebound down low by Timmons. They'll hand off to Green. Green controls for Perry Meridian. Back over right side now for Hardy. Up top to Bowman. He's picked up by Prada. Now over near side for Green. This time Hawthorne overplays and gets the steal. Puts that one up and in off glass. He got caught a couple times overplaying, trying to get the steal, but that time he does pick it off. Back the other way comes Bowman. He drives into the paint, throws it up wildly. And I think they're going to say that it was a charge.
Foul called on number 25, Colin Timmons.
And they are. So that's Colin Timmons' second, team's fourth. So the Hawks up 37-35. Head coach Keck can't really argue that many more calls. He's already gotten one technical on him. They're going to call the foul on number 33, Justin Bowman, not Colin Timmons.
The foul is now on number 33, Justin Bowman.
So that is Bowman's first, and Timmons remains with one foul as well. On the floor out of the timeout for Perry Meridian. Green, Hardy, Parrish, Windler, and Timmons. For Decatur Central, they have Devine, Bennett, Hawthorne, McNeil, and Prada. This time it is knocked away last touch by Perry Meridian. And once again, Perry Meridian's faithful does not like the call. But either way, it'll stay with Decatur Central. Devine to inbound, finds Prada, almost getting the steal once again is Windler. Bennett controls, finds Hawthorne right corner, back up top to Bennett. Now to Prada in the corner. He puts it into Lucas McNeil, baseline, double team comes, throws it up wildly for Bennett. Now Hawthorne gets it. He drives in, it's blocked down low by Timmons. That was a great block by Perry Meridian's Colin Timmons down low. Played the ball perfectly on the drive. Devine will inbound to Prada. Prada controls over to Devine. He's guarded very closely by Hardy. He'll kick it over to Bennett, and he'll reset the offense. 3:11 left to go in the third. Hawks with a 2-point lead. Devine controls, top of the key. Pressure comes, finds Prada, left side. Prada kicks it over to Bennett. Bennett puts up a quick three, gets it to go. We talked about how Bennett's the leading scorer on this team. Had a very quiet first half. Gets this one into a 5-point game. Timmons back the other way. Airballs a three. Prada with the rebound. Finds Hawthorne in the open court. Hawthorne spinning. Lost it. Windler back the other way. Windler. And they'll call Prada for the block down low. Moved at the last minute and couldn't get quite set as Windler was going to the left. That's Prada's second, team's third.
The line is number 23, Dylan Windler.
Windler, that's thus far is scoreless on the night. He has not been to the free throw line. The left-hander can't get that one to go.
Subbing in for Decatur Central's number 23, Tommy Stevens.
Stevens will check into the game in place of Prada. And the second free throw no good. McNeil gets the rebound. McNeil finds Bennett, who will bring it up for Decatur Central. 2:32 left to go. Pressure comes, gets it over to McNeil. And head coach Prada wants a timeout. Hawks lead by 5, 2:28 left to go in the third quarter. Perry Meridian as far as cooled down a little bit from 3-point range. And CB Bennett's gotten hot for Decatur Central. As we talked about, Bennett was scoreless in the first half, but he came out of the halftime locker room and got a quick 5 points here in the third quarter to try and push that Decatur Central lead to 5. And Perry Meridian's Curtis Green Jr. has cooled slightly. And the foul situation is becoming a little bit of a question. TJ Helm has 3 for Decatur, so that should be one to watch. Hardy has 2, North has 2, Green has 2, and Windler all have 2 for Perry Meridian. So they're not in danger of anything yet for Perry Meridian, unless your head coach Keck, who did get teed up earlier in the game. There have been some questionable calls, to say the least, on both sides of the ball, really. But believe me, I would not want to be an official. That's got to be the hardest job. I'd rather sit right here in comfort, where fans don't typically yell at me. Like I said, typically. Divine controls for Decatur Central, crossing the timeline. He's picked up by Green, looks over right corner for Stevens, can't find him, so a reset. This time looks in for McNeil, who gets tangled up, goes baseline, and they'll be called for a block down low.
Foul called on number 25.
Foul is on Timmons, that's his second. Team's fifth. Once again, the Perry Meridian crowd does not like it. And McNeil will go to the line. He's 3 of 5 on the night. McNeil's first line drive free throw finds its way in. .2:15 left to go in the third quarter. McNeil's second free throw rattles up and in. Hardy brings it back the other way for Perry Meridian, crossing the logo, looks inside for Timmons. Timmons tries to find Green, spins into the paint, gets it up, can't get the layup, but will be a foul whistle down low on Decatur Central. Foul is on Tommy Stevens, that's his third, team's fourth. So Timmons will go to the line. He has not been there tonight. He gets that one to go.
Something is number 10, Adam Freda for Decatur Central.
Freda will come in to relieve Tommy Stevens due to the foul situation. Timmons at the line for his second free throw. And that one's up and in. Bennett will bring it back the other way for Decatur Central. Perry Meridian shows trap, evades it, gets it ahead to Divine. Divine now into the paint, finds McNeil. McNeil goes up strong. I think he wanted to dunk it. But either way, he got it up and in, which is what's important. Back the other way, Timmons, long three, no good. Timmons gets his own rebound. Up and under move, down low. And getting it up and in is Timmons and the foul. Foul is on number Hawthorne. That's his first, team's fifth. So Timmons will go back to the line where he was just 2 of 2. And he gets that one to find its way home. North will come in for Perry Meridian to give Windler a breather. Divine controls it for Decatur. Finds Prada, back to head to Divine. Divine into the paint, throws it up and in, and they'll call a block.
Basket is good. Foul called on number 25.
It's on Timmons, his third. We'll check that. That's Timmons' fourth foul.
Some of the game for Perry Meridian is number 23, Dylan Wiggins.
Team 6. Green finds North, now up top. Hardy controls. He'll hand off to Windler. Windler, right side Green, back up top North. North thought about the three, finds Hardy instead. Back up top, Hawthorne once again overplaying. Green, corner, three, up, nailed it! That's Windler. Back the other way, 51 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Prada controls, throws it away. Hardy controls it, and Prada will pick up a foul reaching in. That'll be his third. Team 6, excuse me.
Foul call on number 10, Adam Prada. His third. Team 6.
Helm controls, top of the key. He'll hand off Green, 37 seconds. Green drives to the bucket and takes a no shot. Foul pushed from behind on Bennett, his third.
His third.
Team 7, so it will result in free throws.
Curtis Green shooting the 1-and-1 bonus.
Green thus far on the night. Perfect 3 of 3 and gets that one to go. Chance to make it a two-point game now from Green. That one short, gets his own rebound, puts it up, no good. Timmons on the rebound. And there'll be a foul whistle down low on McNeil, his first.
Team's 8 at the line shooting Dylan Windler.
So Windler goes to the line. He's 0 of 2 on the night. Gets that one to go. Windler's second free throw up and in as well. Hawthorne will inbound, 31.8 seconds left to go in this one, or in the third quarter, excuse me. Bennett controls. Back over to Devine. Devine ahead now to Hawthorne. Hawthorne back to Devine, and they'll reset the offense. 17 seconds in the third. Devine looks for Prada. Prada gets it poked away. Hardy controls. Hardy back the other way. Green, open court. Layup up and in. And that should do it for the third quarter. So Perry Meridian will take a 1-point lead going into the fourth quarter. We'll take a quick timeout and bring you the fourth quarter. You're listening to AudioSportsOnline.net coverage of Decatur Central High School boys basketball.
Please contact Ms. Kelly Williams of the DCHS Athletic Office.
Hardy back the other way for Perry Meridian. Finds Green, top of the key, rotates over right side for Windler. Back up top, Green fouled on the three-point attempt, and he'll go to the line. Fouls on Bennett. That's Bennett's fourth team foul, team's ninth. Or this Bennett's fourth personal foul, team's ninth. Green gets the first free throw to go. The second free throw from Green is up and in.
Coming in for Decatur Central's number 23, Thomas Stevens.
Chance to make it a 4-point game. Green goes back to the line for his final free throw. And that one rattles out. McNeil there for the rebound. He gets it up to head to Devine. Now Prada controls it. Pressure comes, gets ahead to TJ Helm. TJ Helm, Tommy Stevens, back up top, Prada. Prada now, lane to the bucket, kicks it out, Devine, fakes the three, dribbles in, baseline, floater, up, no good. And they'll call a charge on Devine, that's his first. And it will result in free throws as they're in the bonus. We'll check that, it's a non-shooting foul. So Windler controls, now North has it top of the key, puts up a three-pointer, no good. McNeil there for the rebound. Hawks down 3. Prada controls, far side, picked up by North. Into the paint, stolen away by Green. And Prada there with the foul.
Foul call by number 10.
A little bit extra there from Prada on the foul 10th. And Hawthorne will check into the game. Green gets that one to go. He's a perfect 7 of 7 thus far on the night. 51-47, Perry Meridian leads. 6:45 left to go in the fourth. Green gets set for his second free throw. And that one rattles out. McNeil there for the rebound. Almost knocked over his own man, TJ Helm. Devine controls. Pressure comes. Gets ahead. TJ Helm. TJ Helm kicks out. Left corner three. Tommy Stevens. Good.
Tommy Stevens.
1 point lead now for Perry Meridian. Green brings it back the other way. He's picked up by TJ Helm as he crosses the timeline. He'll hand off to Windler. Now Hardy controls. He drives into the paint, throws up the floater, no good. Skying high for that rebound was Parrish. He gets it ahead to Windler, who will reset the offense. Parrish controls, kicks it ahead to North. North over to Hardy. Hardy back over to Windler. Hardy now controls top of the key, kicks it over, almost poked away by TJ Helm. And the shot is no good. But they'll call the foul on TJ Helm, his fourth. So once again on the three-point attempt, Green is fouled and goes back to the line. And can't get that one to go, so he's missed 2 straight. It's a very hard call to judge sometimes on that three-point attempt, particularly when there is a foul, if it's offensive or defensive. Because these days, particularly if you notice in the NBA, it's a point of emphasis. You cannot kick your feet out. But you also cannot, you have to let the offensive player land. And in this case, TJ Helm did not do that. And missing all 3 free throws is Green. Devine gets it ahead. Looks to drive against North and loses the handle. Will be out of bounds. Last touch by North. 1 point lead in favor of Perry Meridian. Devine controls, top of the key. Finds Tommy Stevens, far side. And Green picks up a foul. His third, team 7th. So that'll result in a 1-and-1.
Foul on number 22.
As that's the 7th team foul.
Team 7 at the line shooting a 1-and-1, and Tommy Stevens.
Stevens thus far has not been to the free throw line tonight. He has 5 points. And Hawthorne can't get it to go.
Foul 35.
Fouls on Parrish, his second.
Team's 8.
So once again, free throws upcoming. Hawthorne can't get that free throw.
Some of the game for Perry Meridian is number 25, Colin Timmons.
Still a 1-point game in favor of Perry Meridian. Hawthorne at the line for a second attempt. And they'll tie it up. Hardy controls for Perry Meridian, back the other way. 5:30 left to go in the ball game. Kicks it over right side for Parrish. Parrish finds Green. Green's played closely by TJ Helm. TJ Helm does have 4 fouls. Kicking it over to Windler. Now up top. Timmons has the shot blocked by Lucas McNeil. And Tommy Stevens overplays.
Foul called on number 23, Tommy Stevens.
So fouls on Tommy Stevens, his 4th. So that'll result in free throws for Windler. He is 2 of 4 on the night. He gets that first one to go. And Perry Meridian will have a 1-point lead. Chance to make it 2. Gets them both. Devine will bring it back the other way for Decatur Central. Finds Tommy Stevens, far side. Stevens back to Devine. Devine back over to Tommy Stevens. Stevens almost threw it away, but Devine controls it. Back up top, Stevens. Stevens into the paint, kicks it over Hawthorne. Almost bobbled it. Back up top, Tommy Stevens, 3 on its way, no good. And it'll be cleaned up by Windler. Windler back the other way, finds Hardy. Hardy drives baseline, puts up the layup, up and in.
Anthony Hardy.
4-point lead. And Coach Prada will take a timeout as he finds himself down 4 with 4:28 left to go. So it's a full timeout. As we talked about, Perry Meridian has cooled down a little bit from beyond the arc. They were lighting it up in the first half, but they've been able to get it inside the painted area and particularly get into foul trouble, or at least Perry Meridian's been able to get Decatur Central into foul trouble, which has been a major factor as we continue down the stretch. Prada has 4, TJ Helm has 4, Bennett has 4, and Tommy Stevens has 4. So Decatur Central is getting a little bit close to a couple of different players being fouled out, or Dairy Queen if you like. The only player really in danger for Perry Meridian is Colin Timmons, who has 4. McNeil's been to the line 7 times, but it's not even close to the amount of times Curtis Green has gone to the line. He's gone to the line 11 times and hit 7 of them, but he's missed his last 4. On the floor out of the timeout for Decatur Central, Hawthorne, Bennett, Devine, McNeil, and Helm. Bennett controls, finds Helm near side, back up top to Devine. Devine brings it up to the top of the key, back over to Helm. Once again, up top, rotating around to Bennett. Now Helm controls once again right side. Bennett had the 3 lined up, almost moved his feet, but Devine has it. Back up top to Bennett. Rotating over TJ Helm, he drives baseline, dishes it off to McNeil, puts it up and in off glass. Great execution that time from Decatur Central. Hardy brings it back the other way for Perry Meridian. Rotates it over to Windler. Now up top to Parrish. Parrish finds Green, who's picked up by TJ Helm, far side. Now Hardy up top. Back over to Green. Green rotates over right side, lining up the long 18-footer that's no good. was Timmons. And Helm has it back the other way. Goes coast to coast. And they call a foul. And Helm fouls out.
Foul was called on number 15 at TJ Helm. His fifth foul. Start of the game was number 10, Adam Breda.
So finally we get reset to play after TJ Helm fouled out. 2-point lead for Perry Meridian. Hardy brings it back the other way. He's guarded closely by Devine. Now Windler controls, and Hawthorne will be whistled for a foul.
Foul call on number 33, Lamont Hawthorne. His second at the line shooting.
That's his second, and that'll send Windler to the line for two.
Windler.
Gets that one to go. Three-point lead in favor of Perry Meridian. That free throw no good. McNeil there for the rebound. Gets ahead to Devine. Devine lines up a three in transition. No good. Windler gets the rebound. And Hardy controls the other way for Perry Meridian. Nobody picks up Timmons, who drives baseline and gets it to go. Lack of communication that time for Decatur Central. It's now 58-53, 2:41 left to go. Preda has it, right side, finds Devine at the top of the key. Devine back over to Preda. Preda drives into the key, kicks it over for Bennett. Bennett finds Hawthorne, top of the free throw line, throws up a long floater, gets that to go. 3-point game. Green brings it back the other way for Perry Meridian. 2:20 left to go. Green will hand off to Hardy, who's picked up by Devine. Green looks for Parrish. Picked up by Preda. Back over to Green. Green looks to drive against Bennett. Puts up the layup. No good. And Bennett will control the rebound. Bennett looks to push. Bennett looks to go coast to coast. Finds Hawthorne. Hawthorne can't get it to go. They'll fight for the rebound. It's controlled by Perry Meridian. Back the other way comes Green. He looks to go up strong. And it'll be out of bounds. Last touch. It'll be Perry Meridian ball. Neither side's happy with either one of the calls on either side of the floor.
Timeout called by Decatur Central.
So it's Decatur Central that has the timeout. So it's 58-55. On one side of the court, you had a elbow that one coach wanted thrown. On the other side, you had a attempted dunk. Not even sure who the last foul was called on. It's up on the scoreboard as Hawthorne, but McNeil was the only one there. Or maybe it was, actually it was not a foul, it was just an out of bounds call. So a wild game. 3-point in favor of Perry Meridian. Tons of fouls called in this one. Inbound goes to Hardy. Hardy back over, setting up the corner three. No good. McNeil on the rebound, gets ahead to Devine. Devine hands off to Bennett. 1:38 left to go. Bennett in transition, finds Hawthorne. Back up top, Bennett. Bennett back over to Hawthorne. Lines up a three. Corner, no good, too strong. Rebound down low by Green. 1:27 left to go. Perry Meridian with a 3-point lead. Green looks over right side for Windler. Now Hardy. Hardy back up top to Windler. Back over to Hardy. Back over to Windler. Now corner for Green. His shot no good. Rebound by Parrish. Parrish fakes out. Prada and gets that one to go. 5-point lead now in favor. And back the other way into the paint. Lucas McNeil for three. That's way too strong. Hardy on the rebound. And Prada will pick up the foul. That's his fifth. So now Decatur Central has 5. So Tommy Stevens with 4 fouls will check back into the game.
Some of the game for Decatur Central is number 23, Tommy Stevens.
So 47 seconds left to go in this one. Hawks trail 5. At the line is Hardy, who is 2 of 2 thus far on the night. He misses that one.
At the line shooting at number 11, Anthony Hardy.
And gets the second one to go. And head coach Prada will take a timeout.
Timeout called by Decatur Central.
Timeout is called by Decatur Central. And a technical foul is whistled on Prada. I think the officials have had about enough from both the coaches and the fans here tonight. As head coach Prada now has 1 technical, and Coach Peck picked up 1 for Perry Meridian earlier in the game. Officials have had about enough. I believe they just ejected a coach for Decatur Central. So 4 free throws now coming up. And Green misses that one. Gets that one to rattle in.
During the timeout, there was a second technical violation called on the Decatur Central bench. So there was double technical fouls in the play.
Gets that one to go. Got to run out of places to mark my free throws for Curtis Green Jr. in this one. Gets that one to go. Now he's attempted 15 free throws in this one as Green. On the inbound, Green gets it. Should have been shooting free throws after the timeout, so the refs missed that one because there was a foul called before the timeout. Green has it, kicks it up to Demeter. Demeter controls, back over to Timmons. Timmons will hand off to Hardy. They're just trying to dribble the clock out now. Green back up top to Demeter. Over to Timmons. Should just let the clock dribble out on this one. That's kind of a cheap shot as Timmons puts up an easy 2 as the clock is expiring. Final score in this one, 66-57. So we'll take a quick timeout and bring you the final statistics in just one moment.
Johnson County is under a travel advisory, as well as a lot of the other surrounding counties. Please proceed with caution as you go home. Again, drive home safely. There is travel warnings and travel advisories for several surrounding counties and Marion County and Johnson County. It has been raining heavily for the hours that we've been here for the game. Please drive home safely.
Welcome back to AudioSportsOnline.net coverage of Decatur Central High School basketball. Bringing the final statistics, we'll start with Perry Meridian first. They were led by Curtis Green Jr., who tallied 24 points in this one. He got to the line 15 times. The officials in this one they had enough by the time it was over. So the doubles technicals at the end definitely pushed that margin when it came to the free throws way in favor of Perry Meridian, as both teams really had their foul problems. Perry Meridian in the first half, Decatur Central much more so in the second half. So Perry Meridian was the leading scorer for them with 24 points, and like I said, he got to the line 15 times. Their second leading scorer was Anthony Hardy, who had 3 3-pointers, and his final tally was 14. Colin Timmons also reached double figures. He finished with 11. Also chipping in 6 was Sean Tain North. He had 2 3-pointers. Dylan Windler finished with 8, and Devin Parrish finished with 2. For Decatur Central, their leading scorer was Lucas McNeil. He finished with 16 points. He was a force all night long that Perry Meridian couldn't seem to contain down on the low block. Lamont Hawthorne also had valuable minutes off the bench. He chipped in 7 from the bench. Prada finished with 7, as well as TJ Helm. Devine finished with 6, and Bennett with 5, and Tommy Stevens chipped in 4. Those are the final scoring stats for both teams. Recap the scene for you. It was a wild one, as it was close most of the night up to the end, where the foul situation really turned in favor of Perry Meridian, especially with the technicals. There were 3 technicals issued in this one. Coach Joe Prada got one. Decatur as a team got another one from another assistant head coach, and Brent Keck had 1 technical for Perry Meridian. So it was a wild back-and-forth game where the whistles were wild and often. The final scores we talked about, 66-57 in favor of Perry Meridian. For the player of the game, overall, I got to give it to Curtis Green Jr. because for Perry Meridian was absolutely amazing, especially getting to the free throw line as he did. Was lighting it up from 3 in the first half. But Lucas McNeil was also very good for Decatur as well, down on the low block. The next game for Decatur Central, they'll be back in action December 28th against Zionsville High School. That game tips at 11 a.m. at Zionsville. This has been the post-game show on AudioSportsOnline.net. Thank you for joining us tonight. It's certainly been our pleasure to be invited into your Saturday. Thank you to Decatur Central High School Athletic Director Kelly McWilliams for hosting us here tonight. Again, the final score in favor of Perry Meridian, 66, Decatur Central 57. I'm J.P. Sinclair, wishing you a safe and happy holiday week.